First of all, I want to start by saying that I have some wonderful people behind me that care about me, that have lifted me up in prayer, and I can't even begin to explain or express how much I appreciate you guys, and you know who I'm talking about, and I've needed it, and I thank you for it from the bottom of my heart. For the rest of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, I've been gone for a few weeks, as you may or may not have noticed. And no, I didn't get any strikes. I was just taking a much needed break and stepping back. I do that from time to time. Sometimes it gets to be too much and I just need to step away. And then on top of that, when I've got personal things going on that are weighing on me, I'm a retreater. I tend to withdraw and retreat. Kind of like a wounded animal. You know, when an animal is sick or has been injured or is not feeling well, they go away. They hide somewhere. So, kind of got that going on. I know you guys have noticed that there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of information being passed around. There was some date setting going on. A lot of people are saying that they can feel it in the air. And I'm going to be mirroring a portion of a video from Brother Jay, from Vessel of Truth. I know a lot of you know who he is. A lot of you may be subscribed to him already and may have seen this video already. I'm going to be sharing a 6-minute segment of a 22-minute video that I'm going to leave a link in the description box if you'd like to head over and listen to the rest of the video. But that video grabbed me, got my attention. I probably listened to it 6 times. And one of the reasons is because I have said some of the same things, not on my videos, but offline. And I've had some of the same thoughts and sentiments that he expressed in this video. That's what grabbed me and made me want to share it with you. Another reason that I wanted to share it with you is because it puts priorities back in the proper place. We'll just put it that way. I echo his sentiments when he's talking about the psychological warfare, putting stuff out there to gauge people's reaction. And I have also mentioned too that when a lot of, how do I word this? A lot of, certain information will make its rounds. I'll put it that way. It makes its rounds in the truther community, on truther channels. And some people will even go as far as to set dates for events and stuff like that. And I've never agreed with that. But when that happens, and as a result, things don't come to pass as they say it will, then you've got the mockers and the scoffers that come out. And, you conspiracy theorists, here you go again. This is going to happen. Well, guess what? It didn't happen, and that didn't happen, and it never happens. And so then it brings the scoffers and the mockers out. It also, for people that are awake and to what's going on, it fatigues and tires them out. So then they get exhausted. And it's just a really good video. He makes a lot of good points in it. And like I said, he also redirects you to where your focus should be. And I know that not everybody that follows my channel is a Christian. And I'm not one that will beat you over the head with it. As a matter of fact, I think I don't do enough content, faith-based content. And that's why for the past month or so, I had been trying to share more faith-based content. because I think it's important. For those of you that don't know what's going on with my personal situation, I will give you kind of a glimpse into one of the things I'm dealing with right now. First of all, I wanted to mention too that a while back I had mentioned my brother and that he was being pressured at his job to have an arm piercing. And I found out, actually I've known for a while, I found out Mother's Day weekend when I went to go visit my mom that he had gave in and had got his arm pierced. So I have been very upset about that. And he is a molecular biologist, of all things. And it just blows my mind because that's what he does. He researches things and writes research papers. And he's also an associate professor. And he has a lab there at the university with his name on it. But there he has a doctorate, a PhD in molecular biology. And researches stuff for a living. But couldn't research enough to find out what it was that he was allowing them to put in his body. And he's also a man of faith. So I can't even describe to you how I felt the day I found out. My heart sank, and I have been distraught about it ever since. And I just wanted to say I appreciate the ones that said that they were going to pray for my brother. But I just wanted to give that update. Also, the more current situation that I mentioned people have been praying about is my son. I have a 16-year-old. He will be 17 in November. He has been homeschooled on Epic Charter School, which is basically public school online. It's like K-12. And Epic Charter is only available in certain states. It's an Oklahoma company, but I think they have it like in Texas and different regions, different states. And he's been on that for about 3.5 years. Well, he's decided that he wants to go back to public school. And he's adamant and relentless. And I get it that he's isolated. He feels alone. A lot of his friends that he had here in the apartments have since moved away. He wants to return to some kind of normalcy. And when you're that age, social interactions are very important. And he wants to have a life again, and he wants to play basketball, and he wants to have friends, and he wants to, get back out there. And he has pressured me, and he's relentless about it. And it is wearing me down. And I've tried to explain to him, since this thing has been going on, I have tried to explain to him about the virus, the vax, the agenda, what's really going on, but he won't listen. And the more I try to talk to him, the further and further away, he retreats. His eyes glass over, he just doesn't want to hear it. And on top of that, I'm worried about his faith. When I tried to talk to him about God, same thing. Eyes glass over, doesn't want to talk about it. And I feel with each attempt to try to talk to him, it just makes it worse. And so my heart has been heavy. And for those of you that would tell me in comments, well, you're the mom, he's the kid, you tell him this is the way it's going to be, end of story. What's the problem? If that is your advice to me, I really suggest you not bother typing that out, because there's a lot more dynamics to it than just that. And if it was that easy, I wouldn't be distraught about it. I wouldn't be as upset as I've been. So I'm to the point now where I'm reaching out to others for prayer and how to proceed. And so again, I appreciate all the ones that have been praying. It's greatly appreciated. I need it. My son needs it. whether he realizes it or not. And I've just got to have faith that God will open his eyes and we will be able to come to some kind of compromise. So I'm getting ready to share with you now Brother Jay from Vessels of Truth and what he had to say. So without further ado, let's roll it.
Hey there, everybody. It is Jay from VA again. Just wanted to come on here to make a short video. Just want to kind of weigh in with my 2 cents here on everything that's going on. In a way, it seems like there's a lot of people almost panicky. You know, everybody knows that something is up, something's coming. I mean, it's got to the point now to where you really can feel it in the air. But the pushing the new variant, of course, news are lying through their teeth left and right. Then all of a sudden you figure reports on military hardware on the northern border and blue hats throughout the continental United States. True, could all be warning signs and so on and so forth. But one thing I know for sure, the military or generals or whoever you want to fill in the blank with, they love psychological warfare. It's definitely true that whenever they do something, it will most likely be on a Monday or a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I lean more towards a weekend because that's the easiest time to really take control of finances. Is to shut down the banks over, like, if the banks close Friday, they never reopen. But my point in all this is, you've got so much information coming in. I know that if they want to keep something quiet, you'll never know about it until it happens. So I tend to try to look at things from their point of view as well as ours. They may just be testing to see what we are going to do, what we think, how we're going to gear up. Will we make a run on the stores? Will we make a run on gas? Will we make a run on this? Will we do this? Will we do that? Because information is power, you know. And if they keep on keeping on, you know, testing, sooner or later, some people are going to be like the story of the boy who cried wolf. You know, they gear up, and then nothing ever happens, nothing ever happens, and then finally, you know, the goes on again, and they think, man, it's a bunch of bull. They're just jerking our chain, and they don't do anything, and that'll be the time that it really will come. I'm not saying not to be aware or alert and paying attention and have a plan and be ready, but that's always good. You should live like that every single day of your life. every day of your life you should be ready. You know, have your supplies, have, barter, uh, whether it be gold, silver, ammunition, even extra food, don't count on money, because whenever they pull the plug, the currency of the United States is gone. You figure they're propping us up every day by just printing more and more money. They can crash the system whenever they want. And again, I'm speaking no fear, because, I have no fear of any of it, because my source is the Father. So should yours be. He'll lead us and He'll guide us, and He'll probably bring us together. He'll give us all certain places to go, but just don't count on yourself and your plans and what you have going to survive, because none of us will survive without the protection of the Father. If He's not leading you and you're not following Him, you're defeated already.